proud smile on his face.
I dare say you came here at just the right moment.
I really trust absolutely no one in this room. Also, look at how detailed this plant looks. Wait, look how detailed this plant looks, dog. Like the shadows and everything. That goes crazy. Someone went crazy hard with this, actually. Wait. Anyways, I brought you all here today. All of you here today so that we can rizz up cowboys. That's pretty much why we're here. Yeah, we're gonna get started. Sorry if you hear some stuff in the background. Oh, we get to be a baddie or another baddie. Oh my god, we get. Oh, who do we be? Who do we be? I really like the art style of both of them. I'm not gonna lie to you. Oh my god, who do we choose? Because I really like the way the girly pop looks. She's very slay. But I usually choose the male options in games. And the drip is really nice. How about you guys? What do you guys want? Do you guys want to see the baddie more or the brisky? I mean, they're both baddies, but which one do you guys want to see more? Because I'm sure that when we start playing the game, it's going to come up. A poll? Wait, you're right. I can do polls. I have the power. Hold up. Baddie or daddy? We'll do a 2-minute. And so far, I've seen a few TikToks or like YouTube videos regarding like, promoting it, like, oh, you wanna rizz up a cowboy, or age just a number, baby. I was like, yo, that's crazy. Yo, pause. I was like, hey, yo. And a lot of thirst traps, basically, is pretty much what I've seen so far. So I'm very excited to see what's going on with this game. I am going into this pretty much blind because I didn't even read the description. I just saw the art style and I saw that it was cowboy themed. So I was like, bet, easy. Let's go. Easy. Well, let's see. Okay. What won? Baddie. Okay, we're going to be baddies. Bet we're going to be baddies. Oh my god. Jolene Casey? Oh, okay. And put my own name. Oh, wait. Wait. There. I can't put the S, but pretend that the S is there. Your name is Naughty Dog Reaps. Is that right? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. There we go. So it's even. A lifetime of irresponsible pursuit has at last left my body frail. Indeed, my time is near. I can feel it. And when it comes, I will embrace those cold hands. I will welcome their mercy as they absolve me of my terrible work. What comfort, mother, that I may escape this cruel, deserved reckoning. What a magnificent injustice. Instead, my legacy will outlast my body and brain, and long after they grow cold, the internal flame, I will ask the question, was it worth it? What the fuck? What the fuck? Excuse me? Excuse me? And silence will answer.
Cortez Creek.
Hell yeah, we get voice acting, guys. Hell yeah, we get voice acting.
A town looms before you in the distance, shimmering in the dry summer heat like a mirage.
Guys, I'm fangirling so hard. I love this.
You've ridden 5 days straight, chasing nothing but the promise of wealth. They said the bounty was big, bigger than anything you'd seen before. Little Louis Shepherd, they call him. Not much of a name for someone worth that kind of gold. But then again, this is Cortez Creek, a place where they say gold flows from its mountains like water. The place where fortunes are made. And boy, do you need that fortune. Your horse whinnies beneath you. His coat's slick with sweat. You pat his neck apologetically.
The way I was jump scared by that fucking horse, I swear to God.
Not long to go now, boy. You've done good.
We can even get voice act ourselves? I don't even need to do my bad southern accent. Not long now, boy. You done good.
The poor thing deserves a break. You both do.
Look at the town, look at the wanted poster, look at your purse. Keep riding? I guess let's look at our money.
You glance at your purse, pulling it open just enough to peer inside.
Okay, we got 2 gold, 2 silver.
Pathetically empty. Barely enough to last a week, at a stretch. It's been a rough few months, truth be told. Every bounty you've chased lately seems to get snatched up before you can even draw your gun. That's why you rode all the way out here, for the bounty on little Louis Shepherd. And this time, you need to be the one who collects.
Well, I guess look at the wanted poster.
Little Louis Shepherd.
Oh, wanted, dead. Oh, wanted. Oh, it's just wanted. $6,000 for the capture, dead or alive. Report to Sheriff Hargrave, Cortez Creek, for murder, armed robbery, arson. Oh my God, arson. Fellow brother, I guess. Kidnapped, graffiti, fear-mongering, extortion, and more. The capture, dead or alive, of one of Louis Almos Theodore's Shepherd, also known as Little Louis, for countless crimes against Cortez County. 1871.
One of her so many crimes, I couldn't even list them all on the poster.
Is he licking his lips? Ew.
How did one guy commit all those offenses?
Must be some kind of mastermind. You never even heard of the guy.
Not for real. Alright, let's look at the town.
You squint into the distance, just able to make out the shape of Cortez Creek. The town has a rare reputation of experiencing not one, but 2 gold rushes. Its first is said to have taken place in the 1840s, where the gold was harvested right from the creek that gave the town its name. But now, you hear it's enjoying a second gold rush. Unprecedented levels of gold, being mined straight out of the mountainside. That kind of wealth probably explains the size of the bounty on little Louis. You decide to keep riding.
Well, I guess we just keep going.
You dig your heels into your horse, urging him forward. It's the last stretch now. No more time to waste.
All right, Cortez Creek, let's see what you got for me.
Title card.
Your horse trots into town, his hooves kicking up little clouds of dust with each step.
So this is Cortez Creek, huh? For a so-called wealthy town, it's
a bit disappointing. I don't think we need to say anything more.
This place is a dump.
A pair of drunk men stagger out through the swinging doors of a saloon.
Why is there a triangle there? What type? Oh yeah, I forgot it's horror. I forgot.
Red graffiti is scrawled on the side of a house, half scrubbed away and splintered. Everything reeks of whiskey, dirt, and sweat. You reach the stables by the side of the town and climb down from your horse.
I don't see anyone.
Let's look around.
You glance around for a stable hand, but there doesn't seem to be anyone here. You settle for tying him to a hitching post a little down the street.
I'm so scared we're gonna lose our horse. I do not trust anyone in this town. They smell like dirt, and they smell like, I don't know, sweat, I think you said?
This'll have to do for now.
Stinky.
Your horse whinnies, tossing his head impatiently and scuffing his hooves against the dusty ground. He's just as hungry as you are.
I know. Let's get you something to eat.
Food and water does sound good round about now, but you know you ought to swing by the sheriff's office to get the latest on the bounty.
I guess let's visit the sheriff? Wait, no.
I better start by checking in at the sheriff's office to get the latest on little Louie's whereabouts.
Yeah, because we might, what I think, right, is when you enter a new town, especially in, like, the western area, you should probably go to the sheriff first and, like, see what's going on. Because you might not know. There might be, like, I don't know, witchcrafters or something.
That's the only reason I'm here, after all.
Before you reach the end of the street, a woman catches your eye, pressing a paper against a building, struggling to pin it to the wood. You catch a glimpse of the words at the top of the poster, missing person. Sensing your presence, she turns abruptly.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see you there.
Ooh.
Her eyes are red and swollen.
Is everything all right?
She glances at the poster, then back to you, her lips trembling.
My husband. He went missing weeks ago. He was supposed to come back after a trip out to the mines, but, well, he never came home.
Did he work at the mines? What do you think happened to him?
Did he work at the mines?
Yes. He's not the strongest of men, but it was good pay. Very good pay. Better than he's ever been able to make before.
well, girl, I don't know what, ooh.
He took the job for me and our daughter so he could provide a good life for us. But now he's gone.
Her face crumples. It looks like she's about to cry again.
Yeah, did you ask the sheriff?
Have you asked the sheriff?
Yes, Sheriff Hargreave was the first person I spoke to. He's a good man, the sheriff.
Oh, okay.
Said he'd do his best to find out what happened to my husband and bring him back to me, but
The woman cast her gaze down as tears began to collect in her eyes.
they found nothing. They said it's likely he just ran away.
Okay, now that sounds a bit...
But I know him. He'd never do that to me. To our little girl. All I can do is put up these posters and hope that someone might recognize him and have some answers. But someone keeps taking my posters down and...
She looks up at you, sheepishly.
Please, I don't like to ask, but I don't have much. And well, without my husband, I don't know how we're going to survive. Would you be able to spare any money?
No, hell no, no.
You instinctively feel for your purse.
No, hell no.
It's painfully light.
Girly pop, no. I feel like we're gonna get swindled if we give her money, guys. I feel like we're gonna get swindled. I have a heart, right? But, we're also a baddie, and we're, like, working. So, like... And, Am I gonna seem like a dick for refusing? I'm gonna seem like a dick for refusing, aren't I? Well, you can only help people if you're able to help people. So, I'm gonna say no.
I'm not a charity, ma'am. I'm short on cash as it is.
She winces at your words, her eyes filling with tears again.
I understand. It's not just me who's been struggling. These are tough times.
She turns back to the wall, straightening out the edges of the poster with shaking hands. Maybe that came out a little harsher than you intended. But it's true. You simply don't have the money to spare. Not yet. You turn the corner and find yourself in the heart of Cortez Creek, the town square. The sheriff's office stands at the center, but your attention snaps to the noisy crowd gathered outside.
A crowd? This doesn't look promising.
All right, settle down now. Settle down.
Guys, he looks evil. Look at that man. Look at those eyebrows. Look at that. He looks so evil, bro. They're not even hiding it. A good man. Interesting. You look evil as hell.
You step closer, spotting a man on the porch addressing the crowd. He must be Sheriff Hargreave.
I know y'all want answers, and you'll get them. Just hold your peace for a spell.
You push through the crowd, but it's packed tight. Over someone's shoulder, you catch a glimpse of a ranger pulling down a wanted poster. You strain for a better look, and to your dismay, it's a poster of little Louie.
I can confirm that as of noon today, the blight known as Little Louie has been caught.
God. No. We were okay.
Well, shit.
No, exactly.
This capture finally puts an end to the series of criminal activity that has been plaguing our good town of Cortez Creek for some time now. Little Louie has confessed to all of his crimes.
Really? Really? I don't know about you guys. But I love westerns. I love watching them. So I can't imagine someone who has done that much shit willing to just admit that they did the shit. You know? Most of the times they refuse to even go to prison or jail or whatever, or being caught. So I don't know about that.
And now, God will pass judgment on him for his sins. Judgment that will be carried out at dusk in this town square on this very day.
Oh, they're gonna hang him. Okay.
Crowd cheers once again. Dejection settles in the pit of your stomach.
Little Louie is caught. The bounty is gone. Now what?
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm a busy man, and I have a hanging to prepare for.
It just reminds me of that line, and I think it was The Hateful Eight. If the hangman catches you, you hang.
The sheriff goes back inside, followed by his rangers and the stripped-off wanted posters. You stand rooted to the ground. You really needed that bounty. The two men in front of you shrug as they turn to walk away.
Again, side note, I really love the way they did the art in this. I really love it. Because it's cool to see features personified, right? Like strong noses, more upturned noses, variation in skin tones. It's really nice.
On here, the sheriff announced who caught him.
Exactly, who got him? Honestly, that is true though. If they do announce who got him, I think that person would die.
He didn't say, but if I had to guess, I'd bet my boots it was that wildfire again.
Wildfire?
Ask about wildfire.
Excuse me, what do you mean by wildfire?
Who dat?
You ain't heard of wildfire. And what? You been living in a prairie dog hole for the past year?
Guys, hold up. What would your name be for your cowboy name? Like Naughty Dog is my trucker name, but what would you guys choose for a outlaw or a bounty hunter name?
The men shoved past you, laughing.
Well then, that was a warm welcome.
You stand still as the crowd thins, leaving you alone outside the sheriff's office.
What the hell am I supposed to do?
This town has been unwelcoming since the moment you set foot on its dirt.
They got shit going on, man. No, I don't know. It's very interesting.
It's filthy, harsh, unpleasant in every sense of the word. Men full of people who seem either aggressive or weighted down by some personal tragedy.
Yeah, it sounds very fishy. The fact that they're able to pay their mine workers a lot of money. When has miners, like, you know, like people who hit the rocks and get all the minerals, when have they ever in the world of history been paid well? When have they ever been paid well, dog? That is so But that's the thing, right? Who the hell pays the miners well? Odd.
You tilt your hat lower over your face, scowling. If it were up to you, you'd head straight back on the road, far away from this rat-infested town, in search of your next bounty. But you don't even know who or where that might be. For a crime-ridden town like Cortez Creek, surely there's a few crooked characters with bounties on their head, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Your stomach grumbles, snapping you out of your thoughts.
Oh yeah, we gotta get our horse food.
That's right. All this bad news almost made me forget how hungry I am. I better get something to eat before I pass out.
You find your way to the general store and grab the first big loaf of bread you lay your eyes upon.
Could I interest you with some carrots? Dug up fresh this morning.
She looks so nice. Yeah, buy some carrots for my horse.
After everything your horse has endured, a handful of carrots feels like a well-earned treat.
Yeah, of course.
Bread and carrots, let's see, that's 25 cents in total.
You pat your pockets, frowning. That loose change was there earlier, wasn't it? Did some coins fall out when you dismounted, or did someone lift it off you?
We got robbed. Guys, we got robbed. Oh, I knew it. Not giving that lady money. I knew she was gonna rob us. I
Surely
knew
not.
it.
You missing something? Yeah, I can tell by the look on your face.
Oh my god. I've been in that position before where like I was gonna pay for something, right? And then I checked my jacket pocket because usually I have like a really nice like overcoats, and I'll put like my wallet and stuff in the inside of my overcoat, right? And I'm like, oh, what the fuck? Luckily I wasn't paying for anything, but and luckily this happened in Japan, so it wasn't too bad.
Bless your heart, you must be new here. Best be careful in Cortez Creek. There's a lot of crooks about, the thieving type.
That's what I always thought. In the West, since you carry all your money in coins, wouldn't you want to put it inside your shirt? Or like inside your coat or your skirt or wherever?
Thanks for the tip.
Ah, shit.
At least you still have your purse. You take out the money and pay the shopkeeper.
You take care of yourself now, and keep an eye on them thieves.
Thieves.
Yes, ma'am.
Hell, I left my horse tied up this whole time.
No, my horse!
I better check on him. I hope I'm not too late.
The streets grow quieter as you approach the hitching post. A sense of unease prickling at the base of your neck.
I knew it!
Your horse comes into view, but he doesn't seem to be alone.
Are we shooting people? I do not care. If there's an option to shoot, we are shooting, guys. Shoot first, ask question later.
A broad-shouldered
Protecting my
man
horse.
stands by the hitching post, his hands working the reins. You stop in your tracks. It's just what you feared. Someone is trying to steal your horse.
I'm yelling at that man. I do not care. My horse.
Hey, you! Back away from my horse.
Oh.
The shouting startles your horse, who rears up with a whinny, bumping into the man and nearly knocking his hat off.
Yo. Okay, like the composition, the lighting. Oh my god. Oh my lord. I'm gonna ask what he's doing.
Serves you right for acting so darn suspicious.
My apologies, partner. You're right. I didn't mean to alarm you.
Oh.
Care to tell me what you're doing with my horse?
You shift your glare to his hands and realize he's only feeding your horse some hay.
Oh.
You feel a mite bit sheepish.
I just noticed this remarkable fellow looked rather hungry, so I gave him something to eat. I, hope you don't mind.
Oh, that's so cute. Stop.
I take it he's yours? What's his name?
Oh my god, we get to name our horse? Tell him, why not? Aces, Commodore, and Zephyr. We're going Aces because I actually know. Wait, never mind. Our own name. Of course, why not? Freaky Frog.
Is that so? Well, it's a fine name for a fine horse.
Let's go.
Pardon my forwardness, but if you're planning on staying the night, you might want to consider moving him to the livery stables. Cortez Creek, it's not the safest place after dark. We've had some trouble with horse thieves around here lately, and I'd hate to see your horse here fall into the wrong hands.
I hate to see your freaky frog here to fall into the wrong hands.
He pauses, glancing at your horse with a genuine look of concern.
Delivery secure, and I'll make sure he's well looked after. You have my word.
Oh my god, okay. Be civil.
Please do. Thank you.
Okay.
You're very welcome.
Oh my god, the smile.
You walk with the man as he leads your horse to the stables, a short distance away.
Here we are.
How much for one night's boarding?
It's a quarter.
You hand him the money.
Much obliged. Oh, and I'm Tom, by the way. Tom Porter.
Hold out your hand.
He smiles and gives your extended hand a shake, his grip firm and calloused.
I'm a Naughty Dog Reeks.
Nice to meet you. You're new to Cortez Creek, aren't you? Let me guess. You're a bounty hunter here on business.
Huh? How could you tell?
Girl, we look like a baddie, bro.
You just seem the type, that's all.
Whatever that means.
I really like how angry we look in our profile picture. It's so good.
I came here for the bounty on little Louis Shepherd, but looks like I'm a little late to the rodeo.
Oh? How's that?
The sheriff just announced that he's already been caught.
Is that so?
He looks straight down at his hands as he adjusts your horse's reins. He doesn't look particularly moved by the news.
Ooh, ask about wildfire, yeah.
I heard some people talking about wildfire. I don't suppose you know what that is?
I'm sorry. I'm probably not the best person to ask about these sort of things. I try to keep to myself. Just me, the horses, and the cattle. You could say I like to keep things in my life as stable as possible. Get it?
Wonderful. But yeah, how are you guys liking it so far? I think it's really fun. I'm really liking all of the attention to detail for all of the artwork and the characters as well. It seems as though usually when it comes to games like this, right, when it comes to visual novels, a lot of the work and effort will go into the main cast, right? And it's all well and good, right? It's all how it should be. But many times when it comes to backgrounds or when it comes to other characters, they don't really put as much effort as they do into like the side people. Because even the people that we met, the shopkeeper, the two random dudes in the crowd, they were all well designed. I guess. So, yeah, that's what I really like about it so far, is that they're putting their all into it. And especially for a demo, right? Especially for a demo, they have voice acting, bro. they got voice acting, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy. I was wondering why, when I ended up downloading the game, right? It was like 1.35 gigabytes. And I was wondering why it was like that. Because usually for demos, they're like not even a gigabyte. I appreciate the voices. Yeah, the voices are really nice, right? I think they did a good job at like picking out voice actors that match the characters really well. And I do really like the fact that the narrator is like one of the old town, like Western type of voices, but not necessarily the people around town. Not everyone is speaking in that that type of Southern accent or whatever. That's what I also like about it. Yeah, I mean, everything looks to be like a really high quality, even for a demo. That's what I think is really cool about it. But yeah, I love the puns. I'm a person who loves puns.
Oh, Lord have mercy. That is one terrible pun.
It's so good. What do you mean, girl?
So, have you always lived in Cortez Creek?
Yup, Cortez, born and raised. It's a beautiful place. At least it was until things got a little, rough around the edges in recent years.
A second art spread? A second art spread? Are you serious? For one character? Damn, okay, I see you. I see you, artist. I see you. Rough around the edges. What happened?
What do you mean? What happened?
Well, it's not too often a town gets a second gold rush. That amount of wealth attracts a great deal of prospectors, traders, general wealthy folk. But unfortunately for Cortez Creek, these sort of people also draw a considerable number of undesirables, people looking for trouble.
That is true. What is this? A budget of $1 million? Exactly. Because when it comes to like these visual novels, right? Not a lot of art goes into them because, you know, art is a luxury. It's expensive. It's expensive to hire artists. And so far, it has been consistent completely with like all the characters and the art style of it. So I'm like, okay, damn, okay. Because when you look at other games, like for example, we played through Dream Daddy, right? The end cards of the dates with the daddies, right? They're all done by different artists, or like at least different styles, maybe the same artist, but they're all very different. So seeing something like this, which is a demo that has such consistent artwork and like quality, is crazy.
He glances away, looking uneasy.
We can leave it for now. Because we're going to be friends, right? We're going to be friends.
Well, I better find some place to stay for the night. Thanks for looking out for my horse.
It's my pleasure.
Are you gonna watch the hanging tonight?
Are you going to watch the hanging? I forgot that. I was like, wait, what? I forgot that we're in the West. Know how crazy that is to watch a public execution? That is insane to me.
Oh no, I've seen enough hangings in my time. Don't have the stomach for it anymore.
Ah, and I almost forgot.
You take the carrots out of your bag.
I bought these earlier. Feel free to share them up between the horses.
That's very kind of you. I'll be sure to do that.
See you around, Tom.
You take care.
Naughty Dog Reaps.
You retrace your steps to the town square and find a hotel on one of the side streets. A man stands outside the entrance, shooing away some rats with a broom. He looks up and smiles at you.
Why does everyone in this town look so slimy and evil? I swear to God. This man right here. Greasy, bro. Like just the vibe, him putting his hands in his pocket, the slight, no, greasy, bro.
Howdy, traveler. You
Howdy.
look like you could do with the rest. Can I do you for a room?
Should we comment on the raps? Do we have to stay here? Let's see what he says if we call. If we don't, do you think he'll give us a discount? Because if we do, he might. I'm gonna call on the rats.
He raised an eyebrow at the broom in his hands.
Will I be sharing a room with these rats?
Ha! Not if I can help it. I've gotten pretty handy with this broom.
Oh.
He opens the door for you and gestures inside, a proud smile on his face.
I dare say you came here at just the right moment.
I really trust absolutely no one in this room. Also, look at how detailed this plant looks. Wait, look how detailed this plant looks, dog. Like the shadows and everything. That goes crazy. Someone went crazy hard with this, actually. Wait. I initially read that. Command the rats. Yes, we can be the rat lord.
We're awfully busy here at the best of times. But what with the hanging of that valiant brute, little Louie, tonight, bringing all the looky-loos from yonder county, we're expecting to be fully booked up once the crowds get here.
I'm gonna call you guys that in the Discord. I'm gonna call you guys looky-loos. Hello, looky-loos.
Horrid little man, that little Louie. Glad he's getting what he deserves.
Did you know him?
Did you know him?
Not personally, no. But one hears what folks say about him. Anyway, it's just one night you'll be staying. That correct?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
I'll be leaving come sunup. And not a moment later.
A pity. Well, I'll give you room 13. It's a quiet room. Perfect for your early morning start.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
Mind you, you're not superstitious, are you?
Guys, are we gonna rizz up a ghost? Guys, are we going to rizz up a ghost? Is that where this is going? Is that okay? Like, what's up, after baddie? Afterlife baddie. You know what? No.
No, I'm not.
That's just as well. Our other available room has a bit of a bloodstain problem, you understand?
Our other available room has a bit of a bloodstain problem. Now, I may not be superstitious, but why is there dead people in this room? I'm not worried about seeing dead people, but why is there dead people in this room, dog? What's going on?
That'll be $1 for tonight.
$1? What are you selling?
You reach for your purse. Every coin you part with reminds you painfully of the bounty that you failed to collect.
Ouchies.
And have missed it so narrowly. After days on the road, you stifle a yawn with the back of your hand.
If you plan on catching a bit of shut-eye before the hanging, I can certainly be around to wake you up when the crowds begin to gather.
That won't be necessary. I'll stay awake.
Well, I'll give your door a knock just in case.
You scoff at the knowing look he gives you.
I don't like him. I still don't like him. He may be nice to us, but he's just he's just being nice to us as a customer.
Sure.
The man cheerfully shows you to your room. To your relief, there's not a bloodstain or rat in sight.
Oh, okay. I like how the I think this is supposed to be oil. Is this supposed to be oil paints or colored pencils? Maybe a bit of both.
But you pause as a peculiar scent drifts across the room towards you. On the bedside table, you spot a bunch of sticks in a jar. Their tips glow amber, emitting an aromatic smoke of cedarwood and saffron. The scent is strong.
Saffron? Damn. Okay. See how you are. Wait. This is what I mean. Every decision weighs on my brain whenever I play these visual novels. I swear to God. I wouldn't mind it, but what if they're trying to drug us? I'm gonna remove it. That guy looks slimy.
What a foul smell. I don't want this stinking up my room.
No, I don't want us to be drugged, girly pop.
You pick up the jar of sticks and place it outside your door. The scent still lingers in the air, but at least it's not as strong. The mere sight of your bed makes your legs feel weak with fatigue. You flop down onto the covers.
I wouldn't trust that man. I pulled that dresser right in front of the door.
After all, your horse is resting safely in the stables under the kind watch of Tom. So it's only fair that you get some respite also, right?
Are you sure you wouldn't like a bit of reprieve? God damn it. Instead of respite, some reprieve, maybe? Oh. Just do whatever leads to a gay beach scene. Whatever leads to a gay beach sex is crazy, Seb. Seb, we're in the wild, wild west. Where the hell are we gonna get a beach from? I mean, I guess we could go down to the creek, I guess. But, like, that's crazy. Oh, my God. What the fuck is this? The road darkens before you. Which way do you go Which way do you choose? Straight? Well, shit. Blood on the ground. Is it yours? No, of course not. God damn it.
The knock awakens you with a start, disturbing your deep sleep and washing away any lingering images. You hear the familiar booming voice of the hotel owner outside your door.
I also think the sound design is really good for this. The fact that I'm like, huh? Like turning behind myself to like hear it. That's crazy.
Crowd's starting to gather.
Okay,
You best
Wilbur.
get down there to secure a good spot.
You head down to the town square, where a large crowd is already forming near the hanging platform.
Are we gonna see the hanging of an innocent man? Or are we gonna see the hanging of a baddie?
The place is heaving with excitement and grim anticipation. The sheriff steps out of his building and makes his way up the platform, two men following behind. Jeers erupt from the crowd at the sight of the small man who has been gagged, and the sheriff hushes them before beginning to speak.
Oh no, okay, it is the guy. It is the guy from the wanted poster. But why he look like that? At least the guy who's holding him looks tired. Interesting.
Ladies and gentlemen, good people of Cortez County, we are gathered here this evening to witness the final and definitive serving of justice to one heinous individual who has for many months been a tremendous blight on our beautiful town of Cortez Creek. I am of course referring to one Louis Amos Theodore Shepard, known in these parts as Little Louis.
There's a ghost of a smile on the sheriff's face. He seems to be enjoying the spectacle.
His capture is a triumph for the cooperation of bounty hunters, benefactors, and law enforcement alike, and I, Sheriff Philip Hargreave, am honored to stand before you to deliver this justice.
There are more cheers of approval from the crowd. The sheriff is clearly popular with the townsfolk.
I don't know why, he just looks so evil. He looks evil, bro.
You look over at little Louis as Sheriff Hargreave continues his speech. He has painful-looking bruises across his face, suggesting he suffered through a beating or interrogation of some kind.
The man standing before us has been found guilty by the Cortez County Court of Justice for committing the following crimes over a 2-year time frame. 11 counts of murder, 8 counts of armed robbery, 4 counts of arson, 7 counts of criminal graffiti and unlawful fear-mongering.
11 counts of murder? Him! Were they like duels that he pulled his gun out early for? Really? Okay. Damn. I guess maybe they were like families, I assume. But you think it would be like 11 counts of murder for women and children? You know, you think it would be like that too, you're right? So I don't think so, I guess, question mark. 8 counts of armed robbery. So you're telling me he robbed the same businesses in town multiple times? And you guys didn't catch him? 4 counts of arson. Okay, arson I think is a more easy crime back in the day. Just throw a fucking Molotov into a building and pretty much it'll go on fire instantly. 7 counts of criminal graffiti. Okay. I mean, it is what it is. An unlawful fear-mongering.
Kidnap, perjury, bigamy, perverting the course of justice, extortion.
Oh.
Little Louis shakes his head desperately as the long list of charges is read out, earning him a kick in the back of the legs by the ranger. A woman in front of you turns to her friend.
You mean that one little fella did all those detestable things?
Right? Right?
What a wicked man.
As you cast your eyes over the crowd before you, they land on a particular figure. A man, dressed in dark clothes, standing on the outskirts of the crowd.
Oh my god, you guys ready for this? You guys ready for this? You guys ready for this? Hey, yo!
Unlike the rest of the spectators, his face is turned to the crowd rather than the gallows.
Yo, he's so pretty, bro. He's so pretty.
And you're not sure what exactly it is, but something about this guy looks like bad news.
Oh yeah, he looks like a demon, bro.
The sheriff reaches the end of Little Louie's extensive list of crimes, and the crowd goes silent in anticipation. A noose is lowered around Little Louie's neck, followed by a bag, masking his panicked eyes for the last time.
It's weird to think that they didn't even put a bag over their heads in like the olden times, right? Like they were just hanging people like that. That's crazy.
A sense of unexplained dread fills your body, and a feeling in your gut sinks like a stone.
Ooh, are we gonna watch this man die? Are we gonna watch this man die? Hell yeah, we are.
The sheriff steps towards the wooden lever at the side of the stage.
'Cause that's the thing, right? Is for us, normally I'd be like, hell no, I'm not watching some man die, dog. I ain't gonna do that. But since we are a bounty hunter in this, we kind of have to, you know? Because if we don't, then we don't see it with our own eyes that this bounty's done, right?
Ordinarily, at this point, I would ask the condemned if he has any final words. But on this occasion, we have had to gag Little Louis to spare the public from his foul-mouthed language, you understand.
And I think a lot can be said with the way a person handled themselves in this sort of situation, right?
Little Louis Shepherd, your sentence is death. May God have mercy on your soul.
He pulls the lever.
Oh shit.
And a great creak echoes across the town square as the platform's trapdoor collapses, and Little Louie's body plunges 2 feet down. The crowd breaks out into an uproar. And then, a movement amongst the crowd catches your eye.
See, this is why we watch.
It's the mysterious outlaw.
Oh, and he's wearing like a suit vest? Okay.
You watch as he weaves his way through the crowd so seamlessly it's like watching a ghost. And you stare in alarm as he swipes something from an unsuspecting man. A bag of coins, most likely. You look around frantically.
Surely someone else must have spotted him.
But no, everyone else seems too distracted by the hanging to notice. Maybe this is your chance. If you catch this guy red-handed, you can bring him into the sheriff's office and at least get some kind of bounty reward before you head home. Besides, something about the way he moves tells you he's a wanted man.
Oh, 100%. 100%. If I saw this man on the street, absolutely, he'd be, a criminal.
The rewards could be lucrative.
Oh, let's go after him. Why not? He does look dangerous, but fuck it, we're here. Why not?
This guy might be my last chance to make some money in this place. I need to catch him.
Oh, if we do this, do we die? Oh,
Your heart stops as he glances over in your direction, like he knew he was being watched. Your eyes meet, the furious glare of his gaze boring into you like a hot poker.
Of course they had to give him blue eyes. I knew it. I knew it.
Then, just as quickly as he saw you, he keeps moving, further and further through to the other side of the crowd, before he disappears behind a building.
Oh yeah, follow the
Fuck it.
outlaw.
Let's get this guy.
Let's get him.
You push through the crowd in the direction of the outlaw. Making your way through the heaving crowd is definitely harder than he made it seem.
You gotta be like a fish. Like swish swish.
By the time you get to the alleyway, of course, it's empty.
He's gonna come up behind us with a gun to our head, isn't he?
Like hell I'm giving up. The guy can't have gotten far.
Above! Look above! Shit. Right or left? Huh. Well, the right. Well, no, he doesn't seem like. Does he seem like the type of man to hide in a horse thing? Kind of. There's not really much left, but maybe he might have gone left. I'm not. Let's go right.
You take the path to the right, but there's nobody there.
Damn it!
You continue running down the path, turning again, and stop in your tracks as you observe a message scrawled on the side of a building.
The elk seeks? Oh my god, I keep forgetting that there's horror in this.
What the hell is this? Is this paint or blood?
I think it's blood, girl. And that looks fresh blood. Oh, I want to sniff it.
You lean towards the graffiti and give it a sniff. It's not a scent you can identify, but its fumes make your head spin.
What kind of drunk leaves a message like this?
I'm not touching that. I will sniff it, but I'm not touching that. No, I'm not even going to sniff it. I'm going to waft it, like in science. I'm going to waft it to your face.
You frown, turning on your heel to leave, and then you freeze as you hear the click of a gun from behind you.
I knew it!
The air feels cold and still.
Hands above your head. Turn around. Slowly.
Okay. Why do you have to make him sound like that too? Slowly reach for your gun. If we turn around, we can clock him in the neck. I believe in us. Because we reach for our gun, he's going to shoot us.
You do as the voice says, and raise your hands, slowly turning around. You find yourself standing face to face with the mysterious outlaw.
Again, as I said, he looks so pretty. Like, I should be saying handsome, right? But like, I say how I call it. He looks so pretty.
He has an icy, uneasy aura about him.
What do you know?
Huh?
It's not a question.
Apologize. I ain't apologizing to no one.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
You were watching me in the crowd.
Why does he sound like that?
Why?
You can't help but notice the man has an English accent, ironically, making him seem even more like an outsider to this town than you.
Yeah, exactly. That English accent. Well, admit to watching him, I guess.
I didn't mean to watch you. You just caught my eye, is all.
We think that you're hot. But we shall continue.
The outlaw raises an eyebrow, but says nothing.
What, we can't look at you, bro?
What do you know about little Louis?
I have to look up the voice actors who participated in this demo. Because bro sounds so familiar.
The criminal?
He narrows his eyes, waiting for you to continue.
Well, we just got here.
He narrows his eyes, waiting for you to continue.
Oh my god, we don't even have time to answer.
Well, I know he's little. That's why they call him Little Louie, I guess.
I'm so stupid. We should have... I got distracted. We should have just said his crimes.
It seems a rather fitting name.
Is that a joke?
No. What I mean to say is, I don't know anything. Just that he was a wanted man.
Then what are you doing in Cortez Creek?
For the bounty, dog. Why else would anyone be here? Excuse me? Exactly. Cowboy, cowgirl baddies.
I saw there was a bounty in his name, so I came to this town in hope of catching him. As soon as I arrived, I found out he'd already been caught. Some wildfire got to him first.
Are we talking the wildfire? Is this wildfire?
That's all I know. I promise.
A few moments pass, and then the man seems to relax. He places his gun back in his holster, all the while not taking his eyes off you.
I think it's so interesting that they chose to make him British. That's crazy.
I can tell that you're not from around here. You wear it on you like a brand.
You shuffle your feet nervously under his exacting gaze.
I don't know why people think that this is such a revolutionary comment. Of course she doesn't look like she's around here because she's not from around here. And if you're from around here, of course you're going to know when there's an outsider, right?
Heed my warning. Don't get involved in business that doesn't concern you.
Is that helpful advice or a threat?
He glares at you, almost like he can read your thoughts.
I have no interest in helping you. I simply expect you to stay out of my way.
I'm gonna ask his name.
What's your name?
He scowls.
That's not really relevant, is it?
His eyes shift to the space behind you, and you realize that the commotion from the town square has died down, replaced with steadily approaching chatter.
That outlaw sounds like Matthew Mercer sometimes. Oh, really? Yeah, like he sounds so familiar. I can't place where he's from. Or like who I've heard him voice before.
People will be returning to their houses and hotels any moment now.
Because the performance and the direction of all the voice acting so far has been very, like, again, everything about this has been extremely high quality, I feel like. At least to me, you know? So I'm like, who did you get to voice act in this?
His eyes shift to the space behind you, and you realize that the commotion from the town square has died down, replaced with steadily approaching chatter. People will be returning to their houses and hotels any moment now. You twist to look over your shoulder and see people beginning to fill the streets. When you turn back around, the outlaw is gone.
Well, there goes my chance at getting his bounty.
Right.
But who was that guy? And what was he implying about little Louie?
I don't even think he even did those things.
The encounter with the outlaw may have been fruitless, but it certainly helped you work up an appetite.
Oh my god, let's go get some I don't even know what, some soup? I just need him to say high noon and then I'll know. Let's go.
After recollecting your bearings, you find a building adorned with a large sign above the entrance. Randy's Saloon.
Nice.
Well, this'll do.
The saloon doors creak shut behind you, and you're greeted with a rush of smoke, chatter, and lively piano music. You spot a few empty tables at the far end of the saloon, a perfect place for a quiet, private dinner before retiring to your room. A good night's sleep, and you'll be up at dawn, ready to leave this sewer pit of a town and figure out a new plan for making some money. You approach the man behind the bar. He gives you a toothy grin.
Welcome to Randy's Saloon.
Oh my god.
I'm Randy.
Oh my god. The blink, bro. I hate frog blinks, bro. Oh, this is so good. This is so good. Ha! That ain't Randy. I love it. This is such a good demo. The frog blinking. Oh, it's so good. Oh yeah, well, come on in. But oh my god, the frog blinks.
May I get a fine individual such as yourself anything to drink?
Whiskey, tequila, water. Is water not even good in this place? Well, water.
Just some water. And can I get something to eat with that?
Sure, we got Randy's famous buffalo stew.
You look around at the nearby tables and see people spooning a miserable-looking gray slop into their mouths.
Ask for something else.
Do you have anything else?
Nope.
Of course not.
Fine. Buffalo stew it is.
Randy's toothy grin widens, revealing a number of missing teeth.
We're gonna be eating people, aren't we? We're eating people, aren't we?
It'll just take a moment, if you want to take a seat at the bar. Aye!
Aye!
That's one more order of Randy's famous buffalo stew, Burley Hank.
You rest your arms on the bar counter before quickly realizing that was a bad idea. It's sticky and probably hasn't been wiped down in months, if not years.
Maybe going for the whiskey is probably a better option.
Well then, traveler. What brings you to Cortez Creek?
I'm not going to lie to you. I am slightly terrified of Randy. Not because I'm judging him on the way that he looks or anything, but because, I just have a feeling. I have a feeling. I'm just staring at him. Should we lie? Should we tell the truth? I mean, we're not going to be here for long anyways, so. All the more reason why we should lie.
I'm a snake oil peddler looking to flog my wares. Are you currently suffering from any ailments?
Me, why no? I'm in tip-top condition, but you'll fit right in with the other snake oil salesmen we got here.
He places your drink on the bar counter in front of you.
Anyway, I figured you were either here for the hanging or the gold. Or perhaps you're just one of those outlaw types that this fine town seems to attract. Which is absolutely tip-top A-OK, don't get me wrong. All are welcome in Randy's saloon, you see. Me being Randy.
Interesting.
You glance towards the swinging door of the kitchen.
Hell, this guy's insufferable. How long does it take to serve up some gray slop?
Did you catch the hanging?
I feel like he's going to kill us.
Yes, I did.
I missed it myself. He had to keep the doors of Randy's saloon open, you understand? Just as well, really. That little Louie fella used to drink here a few times. Wouldn't have felt right to watch him go. Not like that, in front of everyone.
Interesting.
A look of melancholy flashes across Randy's face suddenly.
You knew him?
Sure did. Small little guy, that little Louie. I knew he could be a sneaky son of a gun when he wanted to be, but I couldn't have guessed the extent of what he got up to. He was dull as dishwater.
Very interesting. Dull as dishwater?
Dull as dishwater?
You know, a couple bullets shy of a full chamber. Not very bright.
Yeah, so he's definitely a fall guy, okay.
What I mean is, I never took that little Louie for quite the villain he turned out to be. Played us all for a fool, I imagine.
I see.
I dare say I'm glad he was caught, God rest his soul. Hopefully now with him gone, this town will settle down a bit. Heck knows we need it. And if anyone was gonna catch the varmint, it would have to be Wildfire, of course.
Wildfire again?
Respond with frustration. Interesting.
Can you tell me about Wildfire?
Randy looks at you in puzzlement.
You're telling me you don't know who Wildfire is? Well, Wildfire's the fiercest bounty hunter this side of Mississippi. Yes, sirree.
Yes, sirree.
Can shoot a man down in the blink of an eye. And speaking of eyes, that Wildfire has a gaze as cold as ice.
Randy shudders and stares off into the distance, as if he can feel Wildfire's gaze on him now.
As cold as ice? Maybe that mysterious outlaw I encountered earlier was Wildfire all along.
Before you can ask anything more, a man comes from the swinging kitchen door and places a bowl of what can only be described as slop on the bar.
Ah, and here's your Randy's famous buffalo stew.
Why is it actually gray? And why is the bowl cracked? Are we gonna eat that? Are we really gonna eat that? Now, you know, I have eaten some of the... Okay, I have eaten some gross things in my life. I ain't gonna lie to you. But, I don't think I've ever eaten anything that's actually gray. That wasn't dyed to be gray. And why is it still bubbling?
You enjoy that now, and make sure to eat it while it's popping hot. Brings out the flavor that way.
I don't think you want to eat this cold.
It's just as gray and sad looking up close. But by this point, you're starving, so you're not about to complain. You pay Randy, take the stew and your drink, and walk to a table on the opposite side of the saloon, far away from Randy and his unsettling face. As you settle into your seat, you can't help but feel like you're being watched. You glance around the saloon, your eyes scanning the smoky room for any signs of the mysterious outlaw.
Oh my god, guys. He's like staring at us. Oh my god. Oh my god!
Only to catch sight of a woman instead, her gaze fixed on you as she sits with her back against the wall in the far corner.
Guys, the baddie. The baddie. I'm gonna linger on this for a little bit, okay? Don't worry. I'm not being weird. I just want to look. She's so pretty. She's so beautiful. Oh my god.
The air is so dark and smoky that you struggle to make out her face, but something seems vaguely familiar about her. Then you hear a yell, followed by the sound of a chair toppling to the floor.
She's so beautiful, dog.
What did you just say?
I love
I
this.
said what I said. Maybe you ought to clean your ears out.
That is the only person that I have noticed the difference in sound quality. That is the only person. Okay, maybe they have a variety of people in this. Okay.
I didn't ask for your lip, boy. You're right near crossing a line right now.
The first man grabs a glass bottle from the table and smashes it, jutting the broken bottleneck towards the other man's neck.
Looks like I need to teach you a lesson on respecting your superiors.
I'm gonna stay out of it. What the fuck am I gonna do?
This ain't my rodeo. I'm not getting involved.
The exchange is punctuated by the squeak of wooden chair legs against the floorboards. You glance across the saloon. It's the same woman who was watching you just moments ago. There are hushed whispers from the surrounding tables.
Didn't I just put you away 2 days ago, cabron?
Ooh, her voice is so nice. Oh my god.
Don't talk to me like that, you darn uppity bitch.
Shoot him. Shoot him.
Know your place. You and the rest of you bootlickers. I don't know why y'all act so darn terrified around some woman.
Oh my god.
I'll show you. There ain't nothing to be afraid of.
Alright, baddie, I'm looking away. I didn't see shit. I don't know what's gonna happen in the next 30 seconds.
You watch as he reaches for the gun in his back waistband. But before he can draw, you hear a click. The honky-tonk piano falters mid-tune, and the whole saloon goes silent. You look back at the woman and see a glint of a gun held at her hip, aimed directly at the man.
Take your pathetic counterfeit silver and find some other saloon to darken. Don't make me waste a bullet on you.
Oh. Tucks hair behind ear. Oh. Oh, okay. Me just sitting here, sitting there watching the fight. Exactly. You know, if a baddie wants to kill a man, you know, who am I to step in front of her, you know? Who am I to stop that?
After a few tense moments, the man grumbles in resignation and shuffles out of the saloon. He hears some more whispers before the tack piano starts up again. Almost immediately, the ambience is more or less returned to normal. Then, you sense the woman glancing at you, and you catch eyes as she puts her gun back in her holster. In that moment, you remember where you recognize her from. But there's no way. Could it really be? Santana de la Mora, your rival from your youth.
Yo, we're childhood best friends? Okay. I see you. Oh, should we not call her that though?
Santana? Is that you?
She raises an eyebrow, and the corner of her lips pull up in what you interpret to be a smile.
It's you.
Yay!
Taking this as an invitation, you grab your untouched bowl of Randy's famous buffalo stew and your drink, and head to her table. Santana barely acknowledges you as you take a seat. She just leans back in her chair as she pulls a small tin and a box of matches from her pocket, discarding her gloves. She places a cigar between her lips, strikes a match on the table, and lights it.
She's so pretty, bro.
The silence stretches, and a nervous edge creeps in. You can't help but feel like you've wasted her time by approaching her with nothing to say.
Ask a question, I guess?
So, what do you reckon makes Randy's famous buffalo stew so famous?
She raises an eyebrow at your choice of question, but doesn't miss a beat.
I suppose it's famous for how universally undesired it is.
You laugh quietly, and she gives you a slight smile.
Do you live here now, in Cortez Creek? Or...
Oh, you know, I'm here and there.
That's not much of an answer.
And you? Just visiting to peddle your snake oil, I gather.
She raises her eyebrow in skepticism, waiting for your answer.
Oh, you overheard me talking to Randy earlier? Actually, I was only joking back there. I'm not a snake oil salesman at all.
I see. So you're just here to peddle some lies instead?
Well, I ain't gonna be here for much longer.
That's a shame. This town has enough liars as it is.
Damn! If I was lying, oh man!
Relax, I'm only messing around.
But her cold expression says differently. You wish you could melt into your chair, right here and now.
I really only came here to chase a bounty.
Which bounty was that then?
I was after that little Louis guy. Traveled a few days across the desert just for him, but someone got to him first. Some bounty hunter they call Wildfire.
Santana smirks and takes another drag from her cigar as she watches you. Fearing more awkward silence, you keep talking. Rambling, to be more precise.
I don't know. Maybe you had the same problem when you first got here. Everyone treats me like an outsider, and yet somehow they still expect me to know all the unwritten rules about this place. Like who this Wildfire guy is. Frankly, I'm sick of hearing about him. He's just another bounty hunter. He can't be that impressive.
That is true.
Well, they do say that Wildfire's the best there is, but I'm not so sure.
What makes you say that?
Oh yeah? What makes you say that?
If he's as good as they say, why would he waste his time being a bounty hunter, chasing after petty criminals and lowlifes? Why not do something practical with that talent?
You frown, unsure if she meant that as an insult to you, having just announced yourself as a bounty hunter. But a quick glance at her face suggests she meant no offense. She's staring thoughtfully into space, her arms crossed, with one hand lightly holding the cigar at her lips. Your gaze settles on her hand, You can't help but notice her knuckles are bruised and bloody.
Huh. What an odd sight for someone with such delicate hands.
You're tempted to ask her what she does for a living. Most folk wouldn't expect to see a woman drinking alone in a saloon in a town like Cortez Creek, except for ladies of the night, of course. Then again, Santana never followed the rules, not even as a kid. But before you can ask, she leans forward slightly, regarding you.
This little Louis Shepherd. I presume you attended the hanging. What did you make of him?
Interesting, okay. I do agree though. If he was so good, why does he work as a bounty hunter? Unless people don't know the fact that he's British. So it's not like he can hold a position of office anywhere. Something felt weird.
I don't know. Something maybe seemed a little off about the whole thing.
You don't look at her directly, but you feel her eyes dart towards your face.
Off? In what way?
Ooh. Ooh, he didn't do it alone, or he's not guilty. Ah. It is strange that they gagged him before they hung him. I say he's not guilty. Because most times they usually take themselves out or go out in guns of blazing glory, right?
Honestly, I don't think little Louis did it.
Santana's expression doesn't change, but you feel the intensity of her gaze.
First of all, how could one guy commit all of those crimes on his own, let alone someone as unimpressive looking as little Louis?
Yeah, you know, people who peddle themselves as weaker than they are able to do a lot of things, but not that much.
It just doesn't add up. Then there's what people have said about him. Randy said little Louis used to be a patron here. Said he was known for getting into trouble at times, but mentioned he wasn't very bright.
Exactly. If you're gonna evade the law and however many bounty hunters there are, you have to have some sort of knowledge or tact or, I don't know, confidence. But little Louis looked like little Louis.
Call me a skeptic, but there's no way a saphead like little Louis could have done all that over a 2-year time frame without getting caught.
He was not caught for 2 years? No wonder. Absolutely no way.
She says nothing, but there's a slight upward tug in the corner of her lips, almost like she's smiling. It goes silent between the two of you once again, and you let your curiosity get the better of you.
Why do you ask?
Santana just looks at you and leans back into her chair, her expression impenetrable, like she's assessing you.
Her side profile is so beautiful, dog. So beautiful. And I really like how she wears lace. I think that's so like nice and cute. Because usually when they have like more of a, you know, dangerous or, you know, the baddie who's like slightly evil, the femme fatale or whatever, usually they're not like dressed as softly, right? So I really like the lace pattern detailing and her overall general vibe of clothing. Because obviously she is a dangerous woman, but not necessarily an evil one, a bad one, question mark. But we're just absorbing. Absorb, everyone, absorb.
Sizing up your worth. A few moments pass and it becomes clear you're not going to get an answer. Santana certainly seems harder to read than you remember. It's difficult to put your finger on exactly how, but you get a sense that something's troubling her. Perhaps she's a bounty hunter too, and she's feeling low because she also missed out on the reward to Wildfire, just like you.
Man,
which would explain why she resorted to drinking away her sorrows in the shadows of Randy's saloon, just like you.
I'm not drinking away my sorrows. I'm drinking water.
How long are you staying in Cortez Creek?
We don't have movies like that. We don't have money like that, dog. We can't be drinking away our sorrows. What are we gonna feed our horse? However long you are. Oh, we should just be honest.
Me? Just the one night. The only reason I came here was for the bounty on little Louie, but now that's no more, I'll have to seek out other pastures. Cortez Creek ain't exactly my idea of a good time. Plus, it seems like that wildfire probably has a monopoly on just about every criminal in the area by the sounds of it.
Santana chuckles. Just as you think you've finally managed to warm her up enough to get some semblance of a conversation flowing, she stands up, knocks back the last of her drink, and places the glass back down on the table.
Shame you're not sticking around any longer. It might have been fun to put you in your place again. For old time's sake.
You perk up. That was unmistakably an invitation to stick around, right?
I mean, if a pretty lady asks me to stay,
But before you can reply, she glances down at your rank bowl of buffalo stew.
It's goat, by the way. Nearest buffalo isn't for 500 miles. That's probably what makes it so famous.
Without waiting for a response, she puts her hat on and walks away, disappearing into the smoky saloon air. The memories of your youth are patchy, but even now she carries that same aura you remember, like an untamed force, capable of bending everything around her into a dazed frenzy. You glance down at your bowl of buffalo, goat, stew. Your stomach growls, demanding sustenance.
we paid for the stew. We are eating the stew, guys.
You swallow down the knot in your throat, pick up your spoon, and dig in. The tough, dry meat is as unpleasant as you feared, like chewing on leather straps. After emptying your bowl, you wipe your mouth with the back of your hand and get up to leave.
Well, how is Randy's famous buffalo stew?
No. Me as a person, no matter how bad it is, I will try to say something nice. So I'm just going to lie.
It was divine. I understand why everyone raves about it so.
Well, calling me a tickle. I figured you'd think so. Oh, before you go, I see you got yourself acquainted. Mighty impressive, if I may say so.
Acquainted? What do you mean?
Why, acquainted with Wildfire, of course.
No fucking way. No fucking way. Oh my god, I love that. I love that. Oh my god. She's a wildfire? Oh my god. Ah!
Real good job charming her like that. I've never seen her talk that much to a single soul.
Oh, I love that. Oh my god. Ah!
Never mind selling snake oil. You must have been a snake charmer in your previous life.
He walks away to serve a customer at a nearby table, leaving you standing in bewilderment.
Santana? Santana is Wildfire?
Oh, that is awesome.
Mercifully, nights in Cortez Creek are far cooler than its days. You make your way back to the hotel, the stars above shining so brightly they cast shadows around you. You feel a bit foolish, realizing you spent an entire conversation with Santana without realizing she was Wildfire. No wonder she spent half the conversation smirking.
Why didn't she just tell me?
But if she was Wildfire, that would make her the recipient of that massive bounty on little Louie's head. So if she had all that money, why did she seem so down? And her comment at the end, she wanted you to stay longer, right? You weren't just making that up.
Yeah. She wanted me to stay, of course.
Yeah, she said it was a shame I wasn't staying for any longer than one night. And Santana's not one to mince her words.
You ponder the comment in your head, weighing your options. You didn't like Cortez Creek one bit, that's for sure. But truth be told, you like the idea of leaving town empty-handed after such a long journey even less. You might be willing to stay if there were more bounties to be collected. But the place seems overrun with competition, not least by Wildfire herself. Despite Santana's half-hearted invitation to stay, you stick with your plan. Up at dawn, saddle your horse, and ride out. You turn the corner to the last stretch of path to your hotel. The air feels heavier, quieter, almost as though... Then, out of the shadows, a dark figure steps into view.
A thief? Or the mysterious outlaw again?
Nah, that's a woman.
You instinctively reach for your gun, but then the figure holds up their hands, showing you they're unarmed.
I won't take much of your time.
She lowers her hands and takes a step towards you.
You seek gold. You were right to come here. There's an enormous wealth of it, right beneath our very feet. If only you could see through to reach it.
Her cryptic words raise dozens of questions in your head, but all you can do is stare as she reaches out a long, sleeved arm to place something in your hand.
Who are you?
Hold on a moment. Who are you?
Who I am is not important. All you need to know is that I'm someone who wants to help. I believe you can help save this town.
Me?
Her tone softens slightly, as if recognizing your unease.
Hold on, let me before we continue, let me just snooze that ad a bit more.
My reasons will become clear in time. For now, you must trust me.
It has been a long and tiresome day, and you're at your wit's end with her vague riddles. You find yourself taking a small step forward impatiently.
Look, lady, I don't have the slightest clue what you're talking about. You clearly have me mistaken for somebody else. I have no link to this town, to this county. I'm not here to solve your puzzles. I just came here for the gold, and I missed my chance. So I'm not sticking around. Find someone else for your riddles.
The woman flinches at your tone. You feel a pang of regret as she retreats by some degree.
It needs to be you, because I've watched you.
Naughty dog Reeps.
You're true of heart, an outsider, someone whose judgment is unclouded by loss and personal circumstance.
True of heart? Someone whose judgment is unclouded by loss and personal circumstances? Lady, have you been watching us at all? Have you been watching us at all this whole time? I didn't give money to the lady who asked for money, who needed the money, right? I lied to the innkeeper. I've been made comments about the rats. I lied to the guy serving soup to me. I watched a man get hanged. I don't think this is the choices of a true of a heart, an outsider, or judgment unclouded by loss of personal circumstance. I'm leaving town because I didn't get my bounty. Have you been watching the same person that we've been playing as?
This town needs you, whether you realize it or not.
Neat, okay.
You are the only one who can uncover the truth.
You hesitate, not sure how to react to that.
I've said more than I should. I must go, and so should you.
This has to be the lady from the first part.
The fog is beginning to roll in.
What do I do?
Hang on. What do you want me to do with...
But your plea is left unanswered as the woman disappears back into the shadows as quickly as she came, leaving you standing alone in the street. What did she mean by an enormous wealth right below our feet? Was it literal? You tap your heel against the dirt, half expecting a hollow echo, but it's just solid ground. You're aware the gold mine up in the hills is what funds this town's hustle, but surely it doesn't stretch below Cortez Creek itself, or does it?
Is it water?
At that moment, you remember the canvas-wrapped parcel in your hand, nearly forgotten in the confusion of that vague exchange. Common sense tells you not to open it here, where there could be thieves hiding in any corner, but your curiosity gets the better of you. Holding it up to the moonlight, you untie the knot. The fabric falls away to reveal a folded piece of parchment and a small gold nugget. Gold. The very thing you came here for.
Yo, we got gold. And look how nice that piece of gold looks. Look at the little flakes, the reflections, the shadows, the warmth, the glow. Damn, okay.
So why does it feel like the start of something much bigger? A jolt of awareness snaps you back to your senses, and you quickly pocket the nugget before anyone sees.
The one thing that I think about this too is like how the fuck are you going to sell that piece of gold without people wanting to ask questions?
The gold isn't the prize, you realize. It's the proof, a promise. Her way of proving that her story isn't just a fanciful tale. Her way of telling you that there's more gold out there, waiting, and you've been granted an invitation to claim it. Your heart pounding. You unfold the piece of parchment. Will it contain instructions on how to dig up the rest of the gold? Or a map, perhaps? But as you squint at the paper, your brow furrows.
Miller McCabe, SLS, all that glitters.
Miller McCabe, SLS, all that glitters. You stare at the paper, like you're hoping some pattern might emerge from what looks like 6 very unrelated words.
Miller McCabe.
But it doesn't. Perhaps these words are only part of the story. Perhaps the other half lies somewhere in this town, waiting to be discovered. Clutching the paper in one hand and the gold nugget in the other, you head back to the hotel.
Thanks for playing the demo of Love and Fool's Gold. Please leave us your feedback on the forum section of Steam and let us know your thoughts. Wow. Wow. That's cool. Okay. Who did the art? Lily Harrison. Hassan Oselailu. Blessing Ilium. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh. Additional voices, nice. Audio and VX assets. Okay. Additional thanks to. I'm letting all the credits play because, you know, let the people get their flowers. Yo, they have a Discord? Yo, I might join the Discord for this game actually. I really want to know what goes on more, right? I really want to know. Dun 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 dun. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. I really like the game so far. I really like it. I think the setting is really nice, right? I really like the character designs. It just feels as though that there was a lot of effort and a lot of love put into the game itself. So I'm very excited to see what they do with it, because so far it's been a little like things are not what they seem, right? So I think having it be more of a mystery / horror and cowboys, I think is so much fun. I haven't seen a lot of games that have like the Western theme. The most that I've seen talked about, and especially since this is a visual novel, right? I haven't seen a lot of Western-based visual novels. So I think this is really fun. The choices are pretty much clear-cut. There's not anything amazing or crazy about it, but there's not anything bad about it necessarily. Other than that, I think the romance options, and probably I assume that they're gonna have multiple endings for it, right? Sound was very good. The additional voices were very good, even though the person had like The only time that it was like, okay, this is clear that the quality wasn't as good was in the bar fight, the potential bar fight. That was the only time that you could actually hear the quality be different. But that's, you know, that can be fixed later. This is just a demo. That can always be fixed later, you know? Not a lot of things that I can comment on that are bad. I really just liked it all in general. The surprising section of like the guy, the outlaw, right? Him being British was crazy. I was like, what? He's British? He's British? What? You know? I think it was a lot of fun. And the fact that like our baddie is a bounty hunter, I think is fun. And like the baddie in the story, right? Wildfire is also an outlaw. Not outlaw, but a bounty hunter. I think it's a lot of fun. Because you would think that the guy in the middle, right? You think he'd be like the sheriff type of dude. But nah, he's basically takes care of the horses. So like it was a nice little surprise to find out more about the characters in general and just having those tiny interactions with them. Like there was nothing that I could think to answer that would have gotten us a better answer, right? I mean, I guess we could have like answered differently when it came to Wildfire or like some of the other scenes, but I doubt that it would have changed much. I don't think it would have made them like us even more. Maybe like a extra additional section of writing, right? But we pretty much got on the right path. But yeah, that was Love and Fool's Gold. I'm very excited to continue to see what they do with this, actually. And yeah, that'd be it for me. Everything will be linked down below. Be sure to support the creators and play it for yourself if you want. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I mean, subscribe. Get out of here.